Okay, guys, I think we're live. Let me just run over here a second. Tip it past the camera. Hi. Great. So, oh, that's better. How are we doing? You okay? So, and excuse me if I keep looking up. I just we're just playing around. So, I'm here to check the audio is coming through clean. If anyone there is watching, we're live on Instagram and Twitch and YouTube, Kick, all of the above, really. So I'm just gonna make sure that we're okay. All right, bear with me. I'll just keep on talking a little bit. There we go, wonderful. Okay, I think we're good to go, guys. So today's episode is called Fun with Flags, I think. So, so, speak to a good friend of mine, Stevie. He's asked me for a lifeboat flag, so an RNLI flag. Now, I haven't built in primitives for a very, very long time, and when I say building in primitives, I mean actually building inside the headset, right? So this is going to be a bit of a return back. I was going to originally import it, and then I was like, actually, do you know what? No, I'm not going to import it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a reference image. 2 seconds, I'm just going to make sure I'm not streaming any other audio apart from the music and my voice. There we go. Sorry about this. Okay, so the actual lifeboat image, guys, RNLI flag, if you look it up, it's the flag of the Royal National Lifeboats Institute. Oh, God. I think I got that wrong. But either way, this is going to be a fun build. And again, I've been working in Then so long. It's going to be a return to sort of glory. So if we just start off here. Oh, I'm floating. Check it out. Oh, so what I'm going to do is we're going to slap down some object, okay? I just realised, actually, this is not a primitive world. Oh, dear God. That's no good. How embarrassing. I wonder, can I carry on regardless? The problem is, like I've just moved the camera way out of whack. Sorry about that. Where have you got this? This is going really badly. Let's bring you back up. Right, lost you. Oh no, got you. Sorry. For anyone who's ever worked in build mode like this before, you'll absolutely know what's going on right now. Yeah, damn. Full start, guys. Full start. That's hilarious. Hey there, Witch. How you did? So the problem is Stevie's world is built in primitives. I just remembered this. And of course now I need to. Oh my goodness me! What was that face flag up the screen? That was hilarious. I fancied shooting that. Crap! I love it. Okay. So I think as I'm going to restart this in a different world. So bear with me. I'm just going to set up the world moments in the background while I talk to you. Sorry if I look like I'm looking down at the floor. I kind of am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the desktop editor. And then I'm just going to create a new world. So a primitive world. So like I said, Stevie's world unfortunately is in primitives. It's not in Trimesh. If I was to build this in Trimesh, you wouldn't actually be able to use it. I could import a graphic as an image, and I could put that on my custom UI. There's I think Lakes from the video team has done tutorials on that before, if anyone's curious on how to do that. But to be honest, at this stage, if you're working on any new builds, yeah, get your head into using Blender. It's tough, but it pays off. It really does pay off. And later on today, I'll probably be doing more building on New Olympus, which is pure Trimesh. So just while I'm here, I'm going to say new world. Can I do this as a... can I not do this as, it's not giving me the option in desktop editor whether or not I want to do primitives. That's annoying. Okay. Bear with me a sec. I'm just gonna... It's going to re-point you this way a sec. I'm probably gonna have to do it this way, so let me just start a new world, and I'll bring you with me very, very shortly, okay? So if I say new world, create a world using primitive assets legacy, okay, that's it. So that's a hidden option there. On the headsets, they've changed that. So if I go into a blank world, and let's go. Oh, what am I doing? I'm pressing the actual keyboard. That's so fun. Okay, so I'm gonna say, let's call it RNLY flag, okay, and create. And I'm gonna disappear in just a sec. Okay, whoops. So when that happens, I'll invite you very, very shortly. So what's the space? Okay, I think we're back in business. So let me just, close that. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm having all kinds of misfires right now. So hello, we're back. And this time we're actually in, this time we're actually in a primitive build. So primitive building is deprecated, right? So if you're still working on a primitive world, you need to move over to, using the newer build mode. But primitive build had a lot of advantages. You could just, start a new build, start throwing down blocks and shapes, which is great. And if you've seen my YouTube channel, I've got a few tutorials on how to do that in primitives, but I've also got tutorials on how to do it in the newer way. So I 100% advocate the new way, but like I said, the reason why I'm doing this today is because Steamy's world is based in primitives. I'm just coming up with a concept design for a flag from server them. It's gonna quickly switch this. So what I'm gonna do here, of course, bear with me. This is the old bug, isn't it? So I think I have to leave and come back while you're in here, otherwise you won't be able to see me. So that's another buff in Horizons, but again, not the end of the world. Be right back. So many false starts. This one next. Okay. Hello, Tobito. How you doing? Right, I think I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Great. So, let's just move this screen up a little, just to here. Okay, I think that's probably the right angle. So, I have in front of me now a RNLI flag, which, I'm just quickly looking at it. I could put a reference up on screen, but meh. Okay, so quite simply. If I just come down to here a sec, so you can actually see me. Wonderful. Oh, like a genie with them floating. Okay, so if I just sort of come in here, then what I'm going to do is first up, I'm going to get some cubage, okay? Now hopefully these are coming up as primitive shapes. Most of what I'm doing is going to be based with the humble cube, which will be just bring this down to about here, okay? And then you can see I've just flattened that. So again, this is the problem with primitives. They were highly inefficient. Because what I really actually want is just like a plane. But no, I've got a box instead. You couldn't have planes in primitive building mode, which is, yeah, not very efficient. I'm gonna just make this a bit bigger a sec. But, how is everyone out there anyway? You okay? Ooh. So there we go. Let's put this down here. Wonderful. Okay, so the first thing you would do... Man, I missed this style of building, actually. Who knew? Who knew? So... Let's go into... text. Okay, now, looking at it, it's a red letter. This using a fairly standard font, so I'm just going to put in a capital R. And then we're going to have to give this a little bit of zhuzh, a little bit of color. Some pretty bright reds. Filler. Yeah, that works for me. Great. Okay. Look, and then we're going to do N sort of, sorry, getting closer here. Oh, that's going to be N. N. Okay. And then we're going to say, just line that up here. We'll stand to about here, eh? And then, sipping me here, L. And we're going to bring in an I guess. Things out there, by the way, feel free to say hello. I am watching the chats. I'm watching Instagram, Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. And if you're not following me on Twitch, please do consider doing so. Same with YouTube, actually. I did post 2 tutorials yesterday, which you may or may not have seen me advertising. So, one of the tutorials is to do with how to do this lovely, like, flipbook style animations that you're starting to see all over the Messidus. And not just how to do them, but how to do them. Yeah, the irony is that how to do them well. However, I don't think the example I gave yesterday was done particularly well because I was trying to keep the example simple. I don't think it really came out with the quality that perhaps I was happy with. But, you know, whatever. It's all there. It shall do. Okay, so I think let's look at the space, and I think that's okay. I think we've got the basics of it, guys. So now we're going to move on to very simply. Again, if anyone's just joined, this is the old style of building on Horizon worlds, which I don't advocate doing, but some people's worlds are still based in these primitive objects, so you cannot cut the new building styles with the old. They will not allow you to do that. They want everyone to progress, which is, I think, a fair request. So I'm just going to colour this as well. This is how we used to sort of make flags in the old world. I'm just looking at the thicknesses a sec. Thickness. It's so thick. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that away. And then, being very observant of your visual design. So we're just going to go with quite a deep blue. I may have to just sort of jump through the palettes a sec. Maybe that is fairly navy. I think that's pretty good, right? I think Stevie's going to be pretty happy with this. So I could have imported this as an image, and that would be the new way of doing it, of course. And that's the way, ideally, you should do it, because images are far more efficient with geometry than the older primitive styles, of course. But now we're going to just hit the duplicate, okay? And we're going to just flip that away. And then we're going to lengthen it to the edge here. Oh, that didn't quite go as planned. It's almost like it was slightly off. Oh, okay. Sure. Right, yeah, that works. So the rotate was slightly off by like a degree or two. It's very odd. Okay. So, because we've got an overlap of two cubes, which is quite common of the old building style now, I'm going to just zoom out and see if that causes any Z-rip, okay? Because if we get any Z-rip, there's two surfaces will fight for dominance of the other, but because they're the same texture and colour, I don't think that's going to be a problem here. So now I've got this, I'm just going to, like that, okay? I'm just going to unselect the back face, I'm going to squish it down a little, not too much, but just to about there. If you make your surfaces too close together, what will happen is again you'll get the Z-rip effect where they'll be fighting for who's shown first on top of the other. Oh, by the way, if anyone's watching on Twitch, please feel free to follow me. When you follow me, it'll make a fun little sound. A little party will go off. And if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do consider that if you're interested in sort of building in Horizon, that's the game dev stuff, or just seeing what goes on in Horizon Worlds. There's a lot that goes on in Horizon Worlds and people don't know about it. Because I think when people come into Horizon Worlds, they're basically pushed into, yeah, I'm going to say it straight. They're pushed into crowds of children, which is weird, where there's so much more to this platform that people don't realise. And you just got to find your way to the sort of grown-up communities. And you can do that by just searching for sort of 18 plus is the easiest way to do that. For sure. So look, that's bearing up pretty good. How we doing? So let me chat message. Hello, Ghosted! How am I streaming camera? I made you a video on that. That's I have my techniques. It is all possible, but it's not straightforward. But anyway, welcome to the show. One day I'd like to do that. A few people have asked me how I'm doing this, and the Archers have got the same tools as everyone else. But yeah, I would like Horizons to build in functionality like this actually into the platform, but it takes a bit of effort. I'll be honest, and okay, so. But for now, just enjoy and subscribe. Join my YouTube channel, join my Twitch channel, and let's discover this whole thing together. Now these letters are quite close to the backboard, so if I just, you've got to check for Z-rip. If I move very, very far away, how does it look? And I just sort of shoot myself up in the sky temporarily just to sort of inspect that. So the next thing I need to do on this thing, there is little bit of, these are the more complicated bits, these are the easy bits out of the way. And oh, by the way, my YouTube channel does have advices on how to use like voice changes with Horizon. So whilst you do need to have some sort of connected modulator like a PC, you're not actually running Horizon Worlds through the PC, you're running it on the headset. You just cable into the headset as a microphone. So that is a trick that I definitely explain. I also had to create DJ bots to stream music in. That is something else that I do on the YouTube channel. That's been one of the more popular videos. Found a lot of really good feedback from that. It's helped a lot of people, which is great. Yeah. So, but hey, if anyone's interested with streaming like Horizon Worlds 2, the wider communities, I'm happy to put together videos on that. Just drop a comment below the videos or smack the like button, and I'll know you want it. Okay, so there's a ring that I need here, so... Oh! I'm just gonna look for... The tube is, I can think the shape that I'm gonna use for that. So I need to just bring this down a sec. Okay, good. How are you all out there anyway? We good? We're sort of not watching the stats and the viewers, I gotta be honest, of just concentrating on this. So now I need to bring in like a yellow. Because the hot brown bold yellow. Oh, that's a good yellow. Let's go with that one. And then also I need to color. Oops. I need to color this as well, guys. Voila. Cool. So if I now. So Steamy's World was called the Boathouse. And he actually works as a lifeguard. Which is great. I have some family who worked as lifeguards. I mean, there is a sort of connection there, which is great. I should pull this up to about here. Now I've got to work out. Oh, a ramp is a great shape because you can just colour that in. You can turn this into like a nice little triangle to go on the bottom of things. So again, the idea of primitives is not to make the objects as complex as you possibly can. That's generally not a good strategy. But don't with approximations. Go with this as near as without getting too carried away. Yeah, that's good. There is a slight camber on the shape, which is interesting, but down to that. Also, if there's anyone who wants any sort of tutorials on things in Horizon Worlds itself, or just generally like, hey, how do I use Blender? How do I do this? How do I do that? Just pop something in the bloody comments. Get on there. And if people are asking for stuff, I'll do it, of course. Is that my solution about? Yeah. Okay, just going to pull this up here. Wonderful. I think that's about square. So we have ourselves the beginning of the anchor, and just a little bit curious that this anchor isn't anywhere near the bottom, so I'm going to have to drop this. So if we multi-select, okay, and pull it down. Too big. Oh shit. Maybe too big here. I don't know. What would it be? Try and get a gaze on it. That's too low. So if we go this way, I think that's okay. I think that's okay, guys. If I just bring it up here, the little hoop is about the right size in the middle, though I get the feeling actually that could be just a little bit lower. What are we going to have for dinner today? Oh, got some chicken in the fridge. That should be good. Okay. Try to get back to healthy eating. There we go. So, actually, starting to eat chicken and veg again. You know, for the best. Okay, so I think that's okay. Now I'm going to just this over to here and over to here. Yeah, and this is, I gotta be honest, that this is something that is great fun to work on. Working with primitives was always a great way to lose yourself in the stuff from a headset. And I truly hope that in the future, like Meta sort of or Reality Labs really look at the fun that people had with building worlds like this. And even though it did need to evolve past blocks, I definitely second that. It's still brought so much fun to so many, and that's whilst sure things needed to progress, it was it's great fun for people. Okay, so whoop. Oh, hang on, cut. Doing this all wrong. I think that's about right. So we're gonna boop, and then we're gonna put it to about there. How are we doing? Oh. Oof, I think I've gone about this completely wrong, but let's not talk about that. Though actually, do you know what? That might be okay. Let me just check that. It seems wider. It does seem wider. There's something not quite right there. Okay. So hello. You fiend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we unselect that. Now we're going to just pull that out that way. And this out that way. And this is all going to go to hell, right? It's all going to go to hell right now, right at this point. So, doop. And oh no. Hey you. There we have. Okay. Is that evening? I mean, it's not the right angle. Oh, Jesus. So I'm going to have to just select about stuff and lock it because it's starting to get my nerves. So, oh, this is really skewed. That's very, very skewed. Let me just take that back a sec. The think. And just pull that out that way. Then we can relay these down, okay? Whoop. Come on. Come on. Okay. I think that's good. There's a slight overlap, but these things kind of coming off the blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-doo. Um, uh, okay, I think that's looking okay, guys. How's that looking? Is that looking alright? Okay, well, so that's that bit now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this bar here and try and work out where that goes. It's just at this top line, which actually hints that this should go a little bit further up. Let's read up, that's not too, oh no. Too much further, just a little, okay. And the bar itself is about the same width, so actually I can take this and run with it. I need to make it smaller, actually. Whoop, okay, through to... Yeah, oops. Need to use vertex snapping for this. Make sure it's the right length, great. And now if I pull this down to about here, and then down to about here, now it's just cutting at the top there. So I think that's about right, guys. That's about right. This is coming together. It's very simple. It's very simple, but things had to be back then, so good. Great, so let's just lock all this up. Oh, let's lock all this up, okay? And that is my, oops, that is my anchor shape. So if we just group it, oh, yeah, this was always fiddly. Oh, hello. The fact did you get over there? Is this more Morse? That was very funny. Hi. Friends surround you. Okay, I need you over there again. Come on. It's a bit like how I just walked you over there. That's so funny. Okay. Then the next thing we need to do is a crane. There is a twisty little rope that sort of goes down it, and I could get, you know, clever with doing that as a mesh of some kind, but I'm just gonna stick with basic shapes for now. Yeah. So here goes. It goes. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just being weird. Cool. So here we go. Now I need a... I think I need a... Toe? No, not a comb. I need it. I'm not... Ooh, it's a big comb. Oh. It's a cylinder that I'm after, yeah. I'm after a cube, and I think 2 pipes. I'm not sure. I can't get a read on that. It's almost like I need half tubes. Yeah, half tubes are really good. I think a half tube, and I think we're done. So we've got some shapes to work with, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm just going to squish this shape down here so you can see how it's gone from a cylinder to like I want to look an ellipsoid sort of shape. And that's going to be, well, it's going to be white. We'll keep those whites. We're just going to move this into here, okay? So I'm going to make that nice and small, and we're going to clock the height. It's probably going to be, I'm just going to lock these as well, okay? So we don't accidentally get carried away. That's good, okay. It's good to sort of lock things just in case you accidentally select them. Leave them, and up we go. To obey, yeah. So, yeah, didn't quite there fine. Voila. So, you can see that Z ripping is going on here. Kind of, maybe. I don't know if you can see that, but there is, just trust me. So if I pull it up to here, you this across to here. So what we now need is, I think, a slightly bigger. I'm going to just pull this out one more layer. And then we're going to pull this out, okay? Then turn off snapping. Resize it just a fraction, okay? Just an absolute fraction. And then we're going to go here. Well, actually, first of all, we're going to color it a color, which I think is going to be black, okay? We're going to color it, or nearest down black. So here we go. Nearest out black, is that even color? It is now. And sure, I mean, that will do. That will do. So if I just move this down to... oh! Actually, no, that's not what I wanted to do. So this now needs to be bigger, I'm sorry. And if we just snap this down, that does look bigger now, that's good. So if I just... oh no. If I just jump this down to here. So I'm gonna pull this up this way. And I pull this over this way. And we just go for a snap, and that's the edge. Okay. I'm gonna pull that edge just up a little bit more. And that down a little bit more, okay? I think that's probably good for that bit, okay? And then I reckon I'm gonna grab this colour here. Oh, hello. I'm on. Oh. Perfect. Got it. And then we're just gonna colour these in over here, okay? So, I'm trying to work out what comes next. I think I need another one of these. Let's just, put this up here. And colour that in. And drop it down just a bit, okay? Yeah, I need to make sure I'm not misusing space here. Okay. Great. Okay, that's looking okay. And now I need to grab probably one of these. Let's hope these are thin enough, but we're gonna wait for the... should be okay, right? My editing white loads making you all... Tobito, I'm actually making a flag for a friend in his world. But I'm doing it using the older building style, which I don't work with anymore, because his world was all built in headset. And you know, it goes back a good half year or so before we all had access to all the new stuff. Probably longer than half a year actually. But yeah. So I'm just working on something just as a thing now. But it's, to be honest, this is the first time I've built in premises since last, I don't know, October, maybe October last year. Let's go with that. And yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. I do know how I used to spend so much time doing this, but it's definitely a thing. It's surprisingly fun. Challenging. Because even though, yeah, I think once you get through the learning curves of Blender, that becomes a really natural way to build now. And of course, with all the generative stuff that's coming as well. Get one of these. Which is making building Horizons even easier. Like, get this, you can now come in and make an entire world just by describing it. That is like next level crazy. As my next level crazy. Because they've got all the generative AI stuff in there, which is now being rolled out to the UK and Canada. Oh no. I need to lock some more things, don't I? Yeah. But you know what a time to be alive, that you can just describe a 3D world and it'll build it. And they've got like script generation, they've got you know, all the above. It's majestic. So oops, 2 seconds. I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No. I'm gonna just flip this, okay? Oop. Then we're going to use that offset to just bring this over to here. And down a little. It's, yeah. No, building in primitives is really screwed. This is like distorting everything, man. It's crazy. But then I guess it is what it is, right? It's really I could see how building premises right now would be an incredibly frustrating thing. Oh dear God, like when it duplicates things, it stretches them. That's nuts. Okay, can I group them? Right, what happens now if I... 5, 2, 3... Oh my God, look at that, that's mad! It's like actually duplicating stuff and making it just melt down. That's so weird. Okay, well, never mind, let's just do this manually then. So, gosh. I'm gonna ungroup. Yeah, I'm gonna ungroup those. The wonder if it's because they group that's causing that, so if I... But... Okay. Alright, and we got then one thingy in the middle, which is great. So we're just gonna plop this down to here. So look, anyone chatting? Anyone saying anything? Thank you, Tabito. Wonderful. Oh, man. Okay, so this is slightly off center, guys. So we're just gonna have to edge it a little across, and then pull that across to about here. And that to about here. Is there anything else then? Yes, there is. So yeah, okay. So we're gonna pick this up. We're gonna just... We've got those, I forget what they call them. There we are. They've got names. They're like they're... I find them like fences everywhere. Can't remember what the hell they're called. Fleur-de-lis, maybe? I'm gonna Google that up, Pam. Oh, that side. Let me just come down here a sec. So I think they call them fleur-de... Oh, hello. So let's just pull over in a sec. She can give a closer look. If I have a little extra... Lis. Yes, fleur-de-lis. So that is the name of the pattern now. It's gonna be a really shabby fleur-de-lis. Do forgive. I'm gonna do that just by simply. Again, it's a flag, it's gonna be a pie. Again, I was really gonna look at it back close. So you have to bear that one in mind. When dealing with primitives, part of the art was not to exactly model things. It was to approximate things conservatively so as not to waste geometry. That was it. So for now, I can skip rid of that. Sorry, this is not working at all. Look at this, terrible. Hang on, but just lock this. Great. If I pull it that way, now we're gonna go. It's interesting actually. So this bar shouldn't exist. My bad. What should be here? Oh, gosh, that snappy is not a happy day. Okay. I'm just gonna do something. I'm gonna snap this to here. And then I'm gonna pull this across to here. And it exactly... Well, let's just see how far it goes. Not far. So if we take this right back down. Yeah, squish that right back in. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull... Look, this across to right here. And and then even further. Across to here. We're just gonna angle this. So I just overcompensate a little bit like so. And then like so. And okay, it's we're starting to come together. So if I just turn that way, it's the share. Full circle. It's absolutely not very a fleur-de-lis. It's just gonna be like a cross. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. I'm kind of hungry. What time is it? Oh, it's coming up to lunchtime. Lovely. There. Okay. So just pull that down there, and I'm gonna pick this up. Oh. I'm gonna put indentish here. You can change your snapping angles and whatnot in the menu if it's ever a problem. Just realize this is not centered. But I think, guys, do need to squish this all down a bit, but or do I actually? So like, oh, I see. Just unlock all of this. So, oh. Okay. Right, okay, there's one more thing at the top here then that I need, just to finish this off. So we're gonna take this, we clamp this up there, and I think that's probably good enough for an approximation. I think we've got the basics of it, so that seems to work. That seems to work. Oh, it's a stretch. So I'll work this. Yes. So the next thing I think I want to do is I'm gonna try and do like a little rope, okay, coming off the thingy. I need to center up these letters actually. 1, 2, oops, 3. So we just try and pull these through. By the way, if anyone's enjoying the show on Twitch, please do consider throwing me a follow. It's free, it costs you nothing, and it would help me massively. Thank you so much. Also, if anyone's watching this on YouTube, please also consider throwing me a subscribe. That's also free on YouTube. And also check out my tutorials on YouTube. I spend a lot of time and effort putting together build tutorials for people like you and me, who like to build stuff. And, you know, some of the more advanced stuff which might not be obvious, I try and teach people as easily as I can. Yeah, so please do subscribe. Again, I do it all for free. I do it for the love of it. Great. Oh, I've just realised I've got a coffee right next to me, so I did it. Fun. Oh my goodness, that was good. That was really good. That was a straight black coffee, super strong. Really hit the mark. Okay. So, I'm gonna just lock this because I can see me getting incredibly confused from this point on. So, what we do is we just lock the background, okay? So we can't accidentally drag them. So I'm gonna just bring this in a little bit. This is where capacity usage can go upward quite high. So we're gonna just basically pop this. Oh, hello. Come on. It's being argumentative. Think. There we go. Perfect. So if I just lay that flat now. So here, 10, lock. There we go. Snappy is now on. So if I just pull this away, and go up here, just down a little, okay? So now we're gonna just chain link these things together. We don't have to worry about Z root too much. Oh, snapping does not work the way it used to. Jesus. Set that. Sorry, I'm all tiny down here. Do you want to come and get a closer look or what? Set that. Yeah, I think let's do it. Okay, here we go. So, just got to sort of focus on how this actually works. Yeah, snapping is going to be a bit of a two-step process here to copy and snap, which is okay. Just get on with it. But, do not like me today, guys. So, just that. Yep, perfect. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, filming on. Great. You can see how you can like totally use up a whole wall of blocks doing this. Ah. Right. We're gonna start curling that round, okay? And okay. Oh no. Well. Oh. Oh no, I've got Justin Timberlake going through my head. Rock your body here today. Do. I don't mean no harm. Just wanna do. Boo. Boop. See, grab something and you grab a little more, and you all can meet me in the middle of the floor. Doobie doo, boop do. And the blue boop. Don't be so quick to walk away. Wanna rock your body. Boop-a-doop. Dance with me. So, does anyone else sing We're Left All Safe? I think it's an appropriate time to maybe mention that I have heard so many people break into Rather songs. And I can't sing, guys. I'm tone deaf, as you've just heard. But I don't care. I don't care. Okay, so I think that's probably, I definitely goofed this up a little, and yeah. So you grab a girls and you grab a couple more. Yeah, it's they're not quite as expected. I'm actually gonna revert a little bit of that because I think I can do better. So if I just, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab all this crazy nonsense. I need to, that's fine. Grab all this crazy nonsense, and then we just unselect that. We're now gonna group this, okay? Boop. Okay, and then what I can do is I can pull that down to like there. And that should cut it. Like that. I just pull this way a little bit as well. So, and it's okay. It's an honourable effort, I think. I hope. Yeah, that seems to do the trick, guys. So I think that is probably as good as I'm gonna push it. Because I'm building with primitives, it's easy to get carried away and try and be too specific with these things, be too detailed. But then you just end up using 50% of your world's capacity on this, and that's not necessarily a good way to build. So you just go for something like this, right? So I'm gonna just plonk this in Stewie's world. I'll package that first section. Let me just get rid of these scraps. Grab this from the distance, okay? So now if I just have a quick look, I'm going to unlock a whole bunch of stuff, so I can just select it. Oh wait, can't select it if it's locked, am I? Duh. Thanks. Great, anything here that's locked? Yes, that's locked. Not locked, that's okay. Also, that's locked, and like that. Just sort of probing for what's locked. So I remember the best seeing here. Let's just turn this around. So there we go. Lovely. So we select the back face first, and then we just work our way through everything, okay? I think everything's selected just to test that. I'm gonna move everything up. Yeah, we haven't left anything behind. That tells me that we're done. So if I just turn that away. Look at that, guys. That's okay. I'm okay with that, So if I just... Boop. Wonderful. So yeah, this is the flag of the RNLI, who are the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. And basically, these are the guys. These are the guys who are like your Coast Guard. If you're strolling at sea, they'll come and rescue you. So this one goes out to you, Stevie. Thank you for doing what you do. Everyone loves you. And this is my way of saying thank you. It's a very, very primitive flag for your world, which is named after the lifeboat house that you work at. Right. Okay. Stay put a sec, guys. I'm gonna just add this to my assets. So if I just come down here a sec, we're gonna go. It's the live for RNA live flag, I think would be it. Oh, I don't take it all. Okay. Let's go. Did I not type that right? Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing here. Of course. Cool. And we are going to, there's a button here which is like save to assets. So we see new asset and asset type, legacy asset group. My assets. Kid, I can add it to my assets. A fund. There we go. If we hit create there. So I'm gonna now, I'm gonna jump into the desktop editor now, guys. So I'll stay with you while I do this, although I'll look like I'm asleep for half a second, so no apologies for that. I actually collate. I don't think I can do that while I'm... Yeah, bear with. And just see, can I do this? Integration now? Oh, wait. Oh. Now, if I go to... Let's just check, am I still live? I'm still live, that's good. So I'll say, in life, like Stevie renamed it yesterday. It's been called a boathouse for all this time. And now it's not called that. So if I just look at boat, now, oh God, what's he called it? So when then the other day, I'm sure. Oh snap, did I remove myself from it? Oh, okay, well. I may have done. I just try and light metal. Oh. I can't see it, guys, I gotta realize. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go add Stevie to this build, so we can come in and come and grab the flag. There. Look, that's not in here a sec. I do sometimes remove myself from other people's worlds. That is just I have so many worlds that I'm sort of editing myself, and it just gets very confusing. So I'm not sure I was in there the other day. Okay. No, it's fit. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll take a quick picture of this and assign it as the world thumbnail. Okay, and I know the jump out into gold the set just to come on, what's going on here? There we go. So if I say, yeah, I'm thumbnail image. Select from your photos. Okay, so how is everyone out there anyway? You okay? I can see some people coming and going. Not seeing anyone chatting though. Say hello. I don't bite. Not very hard at least. With a take photo. So. Oh yeah, I mean looks good. Great. So we're just gonna go here. And then if I come back down to here, we're gonna just bear with. There is just joining at this point. This is not how we build in Horizon Worlds anymore. Not really. This is an older primitive style. We had to use like just geometry for everything, slap blocks together, and it was great fun in its day. But its time is now gone. Now we're all working in Blender, various little things. The Horizon desktop editor. I'm sorry, brain is not working. Need more coffee. Clearly, need more coffee. It's the thing you need. So if I invite, I'm gonna make sure I hit the right button here. This is going to be, I think I need to clear my local cache actually. I might do a little video on that. Yeah, I might do a little video on that. There he is. Invite. And we'll revise him as an editor. There we go. You can come in and grab his flag and put it in his MOL. Wonderful. Okay. How are we anyway? Let's just stop and chat for a sec. I can see the two of you over on Twitch. How are you doing? Just stick something in the chat or whatever. Well, I kind of want to do more banter videos. Just go over there and take random videos of me doing random things in banter. I think that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, and they've got really good camera interface in Banter actually. When you go in there on there, you even install Banter via the Steam client on the desktop. So if you're running Steam, just look for Banter. But when you run it up in there, you go in and press the selfie cam. You become a free-floating camera, that is superior. That is the best implementation I've seen on any platform so far. The chat's got a nice sort of green screen background, I guess, which is great if you're in the chat. Yeah, good work went into that one as well. I don't so much use VR chat. And I really like Banter's camera interface. If you guys haven't seen my video for my day yet, Beach on 13th Street or 12th Street, I can't remember what it's called. It was published 2 days ago on YouTube. Do check that out. And that was all made using the in-game camera on Banter. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do that. Banter's got like physics in it as well, so you can like do pull-ups on things, climb things with your hands. It's no additional sort of scripting needed. It's a great platform. Okay. Who's watching, guys? Who's watching? I've got 2 over on Instagram. No. Okay, I might end this stream here, and I'll bring it back another time. But anyway, if anyone is not currently subscribed, oh, hang on, had a new message. Who's there? It's Witch. Hello. Oh, yeah, I think everyone must be just busy today. That's fine. I kind of want to do a stream from Banter as well, but the problem is in Horizons, I know I can segment myself away in build mode or private instances, and I think in Banter, you can do private instances, but I just haven't used them enough to know how private they truly are. But I do want to do some building to that actually, so I think New Olympus must continue. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably do an import test to make sure all those sort of curves are actually compiling correctly. I don't know if compilation's the correct term for that, but I was watching a fantastic Space Glitter Unicorn tutorial which did talk about it. So like when you import things, if you try and bring quads into Horizons without triangulating them, then yeah, Horizons will approximate, and it very often gets it wrong because it's, they call it tri-mesh for a reason. It's triangle mesh. If you try and bring quads in, so you don't triangulate your models before bringing them in, and you've got quads in there, which you may not know, then it's going to cause problems. But the decimate modifiers are really good actually in there. So when you decimate things to bring their geometric complexity down, there's actually a little triangulate tick box. That's a good one to have because it saves you having to put an additional modifier in there to separately triangulate it. I'm assuming there's probably different results come out of the decimate modifier as well if you do hit the triangulate button. It's probably a different way of triangulation rather than just considering triangulation to be a separate concern. But yeah, all good. All good. I'm really, really hungry. It is midday. I might just go get some lunch. Make some lunch for me and Jenny. It's probably going to be some chicken and veg and a tortilla. Be delicious. Do that. She did say to me yesterday, oh, this could have done with some fajita seasoning. I'm like, I mean, put sauce on it. What do you want? All good. Right, guys, thank you everyone for joining the stream. I'm going to end this here. I'll probably come back with another one in a little bit, and we'll start building Olympus. and because I'm really starting to make strides with that, but there is a lot left to do. I think it's going to be another one of those ones where I sort of release it in a straight up remodeled state, and then we start changing it a little. I'd like to get some changes in before I reset. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. If you're on Twitch, please do hit the follow button. It's free to do so. It does help me out. Thank you so much. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button for me. That would be awesome. But also please consider subscribe. Again, that's free. And if you hit the notify bells, you will know when I go live. I don't currently have a fixed schedule because I'm still working this out, but I'm definitely trying to get back to daily streams again. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for joining and watching. You've been awesome as usual. Thank you to everyone who's come in, asked questions and left on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitch, all over the place really. I'm noticing these days actually my viewership is getting better on Twitch. I always used to sort of sing the praises of YouTube, which was really putting people in as viewers. But that seems to have dropped off just a little bit now. I'm not getting so many viewers on YouTube, so my opinions change. I guess things and algorithms change over time, but yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to shut the stream now, but we'll be back shortly. We'll be working in Blender on the new map, New Olympus. And that's going to be great. You're going to see some, I think, fairly more advanced stuff. I do need to read up on some deformation techniques. So I need to come up with some pretty organic looking ways to just, not to push the capacity or mess up the colliders, but to make things look a little bit more like marble blocks and less like simple planes and tubes, right? So, and maybe I'll be making a little model Greek village in there as well, but we'll see. We'll see how much time I've got this afternoon to do all that. I would like to do another video tutorial today, but I haven't got any sort of ideas what I can do and for. So if anyone really wants any video tutorials, please do just jump over to my YouTube channel, find one of the tutorial videos, just stick a comment on it. I read every comment that comes through, even the mean ones. Yes, even the mean ones. I really read the first three words of the mean ones, to be honest. But I do read them all, so I do take suggestions. Or stop by the White Lotus later and just give me a shout. I'll be behind the bar during operating hours as usual. And if you do need tutorials on stuff, I'll add them to consideration. I did get a request actually to do an introduction to Blender on a Chromebook the other day, and I to be honest, I won't be doing that. I've already done an introduction to Blender. Blender, as far as I'm aware, is the same on Chromebook and Windows, so I don't feel the need to do that. That doesn't seem like something that I would do. Yeah. Good. Okay, right. Thank you all. I'll see you around later. Yeah, White Lotus tonight as well. I'll be opening probably quite early, about maybe 7:30ish. Maybe 8, I don't know, we'll see. I don't usually open on Mondays till 9, but I'm going to open it is a little bit early. It's night, it's Bank Holiday Monday, right? Anywho, thank you. I know I've said I'm going to end the stream about 15 times, but I'm actually going to do it now. See you later. Goodbye. Stay things.